We welcome you back to the Rittenmeyer Center here in Whiting, Indiana. 1-0 in the St. Xavier in the lead after a 25-22 first set victory for the number 3 team in the nation. St. Xavier with 9 kills in the first set, being led by Marko Skuletic with 4. 9 assists from Mark Georgita. And then 3 service aces coming in from Skuletic as well. That big three-point run he had while serving. Calumet, meanwhile, with 7 kills. 2 from both David Nevada and from Cayman Harrop Haywood. And then 3 assists for both Rayshawn Allen and as well, number 2, John Agee. And they do only have 1 service ace and 10 service errors. They got to start getting that together in the second set if they want to really have any chance realistically against a team like St. Xavier, who really has been making mistakes in this or in that first set. And it kept Calumet alive, but Calumet was making some mistakes as well, which allowed St. Xavier to get the job done. St. Xavier 13-0 in the conference. And Governor State second place, 10-2. So it's already clinched. St. Xavier clinching the title. They just keep on racking up the trophies. They'll try to add an NAIA National Championship to their trophy case as well. At the end of this season, last year they went 31-1. They won the CCAC regular season and tournament title after they actually beat Calumet in 3 sets in the semis and Olivet in 3 sets in the championship. Then in the NAIA tournament, after they beat Missouri Valley College in the semis, they lost to the Masters University in 4 sets in the national championship. They also lost in the first game of this season against the Masters University from California in 4 sets to begin the year. So, like I mentioned in the first set, they'll be wanting to get revenge for sure if they can against that team from Cali in the postseason if they even meet. Second set about to get underway. 1-0. St. Xavier in the lead, and it's Henry Truitt to get things underway. Man, what a start to the set for Truitt. A rocket, which completely catches Harrop Haywood by surprise, and St. Xavier with an ace to get things underway. That is our 5th ace of the match. First of the set. Harrop Haywood sends it back over, though. This is a chance for the Cougars, and it's blocked by Nevada and by Lottie. Second try, though, kept up by Agee. Lottie now is blocked. Sanchez can't keep it alive, and the point goes to St. Xavier. What a play at the net by Steckler, the junior from Jamestown College in North Dakota, initially from California, Manteca. But Steckler had to deal with a lot of injuries in high school. It's good to see him out here. Aiken goes a little long, and that's the point to the Cougars. Steckler, by the way, as a freshman, 57 kills, 49 blocks. As a sophomore at Jamestown, 75 kills, 64 blocks. And he just transferred this year. 3-0 lead for the Cougars. And here's Nevada on the near side. Deflected and blocked, kept alive, though. Nevada with a second try. Over to the far side, Coombe, long, and point goes the Crimson Waves way. Last season, though, Calumet going 9-14, 6-6 in conference play. Their season, like I mentioned, ended in the CCAC semifinals to St. Xavier after they beat Judson in the conference tournament quarterfinals. Lucas Sanchez a serve. Sanchez with a nice dig. The transfer from Central State University. And now on the other side, Aiken keeps it alive on the attempt from Skuletic. Aiken from the back row. And Xavier's going to set up again, and a tough play there for Coombe, and he can't get the job done. What a play from Lucas Sanchez. Big dig there to keep that play alive. Received CCAC Defender of the Week nominations this week, Lucas Sanchez, and there's a reason for that. He just showed it. Wearing number 14 tonight instead of his typical number 17. From the middle, an attempt there from Steckler. It's blocked at the rim. What a play there from Allen and Nevada. And the point goes the way of the Crimson Wave. We're all tied up at 3. What a fight back from Calumet. They were quite frankly, being dominated early in the set. They come back and they tie things up. And then that's blocked by Aiken this time. And Aiken gives Calumet the lead on a 4-0 run. 4-3. And St. Xavier's starting to look a little bit, I wouldn't say rattled out there, I'd say a little bit irritated. And irritation could lead to mistakes. Sanchez to serve again. From the back row, that's going to be out. Point going Calumet's way. Another attempt there from Skuletich, and he gets it wrong. It's out. It's 5-3 Crimson Wave. Sanchez. Again from the back row. Skuletich, and that one he got all right. Nice little tip over. Didn't have to hit it with a ton of power. Just got the job done. Able to break the 5-0 run that Calumet was on. What a serve there. That's a service ace by Georgita. Mark Georgita, the freshman from Wheaton, Illinois. And Georgita went to Wheaton Warrenville South, played in the boys AAU Junior National Tournament, which she was MVP. This time with a service error, Calumet regains the lead. This is how the first set was looking though. Calumet had the lead for the most part. St. Xavier took the lead, started running away with it, got a 7-point lead at one point, and they ended up winning by 3. Here's Aiken. Nice serve. Even better dig from Crocet. That's blocked at the net. What a play. Skuletich gets the block and gives St. Xavier the point. Now it's Coombe. Coombe gets the service ace and gives the Cougars the lead. Doing a little soccer celebration there, the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. Of course, Coombe, a native of Brazil, one of the premier soccer countries in the world. They'll be playing in the USA this summer in the World Cup. That one's out of play, though. Ties things up at 7. Another service error by the Cougars. David Nevada from Las Vegas, Nevada. Comes up short. It's good to see Nevada still playing because he did come up very injured in a couple games ago when he rolled his ankle against St. Ambrose. And it's good to see him back on his feet and basically playing at 100%. That one's blocked, hit out of play by Courtney Harris. Nevada can't keep it alive, and the point goes to St. Xavier. So 9-7, Cougars in the lead. St. Xavier, only team out of the CCSJ to be in the top 25 in the NAIA, and Aiken expected his teammate, Allen, to be farther back and makes a mistake on that one, 10-7. Timeout call by Coach De Jesus. St. Xavier's on a run, and they lead 10-7 here in the second set. We'll be right back. We welcome you back, 10-7 here in the second set. Kyle Mathas here from the Rittenmeyer Center. Good to be with you this evening here on the Heartland Sports Network. Thank you all for joining us here on the broadcast. St. Xavier has gone on a run after Calumet was leading 7-6. Now the Cougars are up 10-7, and Malachi Sang will serve for St. Xavier. On the back row, Nevada blocked and rejected, denied, all of the above. Skuletich gets in there with Gutka, and the redshirt freshman and the true freshman combined for the block at the net to give St. Xavier an 11-7 lead. That's on the line. That's on the line. And it's 12-7, a service ace for Sang, the freshman from St. Louis. And Sang is doing a good job right now serving. And another service ace. 13-7. saying going to Lutheran South High School, playing all 4 years varsity in high school. First team all-district as a senior. here, Rip Haywood's going to have to hit that over. It's going to give the Cougars a chance here. And that is a great play right on the line. Owen Croce. Call another timeout by Coach De Jesus. It is an 8-0 run for the Cougars. We'll take another break. 14-7 St. Xavier trying to take a 2-0 lead when we come back. 14-7 lead for St. Xavier in the second set here in the Rittenmeyer Center on senior night for Calumet, honoring Rayshawn Allen at the beginning of the night. And he's going to get a chance here, and it's blocked at the net by Gutka. Gutka has a bright future ahead of him, redshirt freshman. Transferred from Purdue Fort Wayne, where he took a redshirt year last year. But he was academic all-conference, so while he was redshirting, he did get some good grades. That's a nice kill there. It hits the top of the ceiling, not able to be kept alive, though, and Harrop Haywood makes a nice play. Sanchez comes out. Coming in is Lati. $11 games so far for Lati as a true freshman. Oh, my goodness. Another rocket right there. My goodness. That time it was Skuletic. And now he'll serve, leading by 8 points. Almost taking out the line judge for a second there. Skuletic. High in the air here. Go to the far side. Attempt there from Harris. What a keep alive saying. But they cannot keep it alive. Bodies hitting the floor. Sang and Coombe tried to keep it alive. Could not do it. Agee's going to come in for Harris. 16-9. Calumet really just hanging on by a thread at this point. Seems like they need to start going on a big run here to get themselves back into this game. John Agee. That's a nice serve by Agee. A mistake there in the back row by Coombe, who thought it was going out, left it, and it hits the back line. What a serve there, and an important point to bring it back down to 6. First service ace of the night for Agee. There's a good response there, right out in front by Gutka. Had a nice little setup there by Georgita. Now it'll be Croce who will serve. Sanchez with a nice dig on the serve. Aiken didn't really have a chance there. Agee let it too close to the net. Easily put down there from Georgita. 18-10. 8-point lead here in the second set for St. Xavier. A lot more comfortable in this second set than that first set where they only won by 3. That's going to head just out of play. And St. Xavier gets the point just by mere inches. Of course, St. Xavier preparing a lot of their starters for their conference tournament, which will begin in a couple weeks. Whew. That coming right at us there. Hitting his own teammate in the head on that one. He hits his own teammate. I didn't see who got hit on that one. Managed to keep that one from hitting one of us over here. There's a service error on that one from Harrop Haywood, and that's the risk of sitting courtside here. You never know when the ball is going to take a crazy deflection, come right at you. So 22-11, St. Xavier in the lead. Henry Truitt has been pretty good, and that one hits the line on the back row, and Truitt with another service ace. He has been on fire from the service line tonight. And he has his team up by 10. Harrop Haywood. AG keeps it alive. They bring it over to Aiken, and Aiken with a nice kill. Cooper Aiken has some serious height to his game. Standing at 6'8", he's the tallest player on the roster for Calumet. And they do well to be able to set him up more. Lucas Sanchez to serve. That one right on the line. And a celebration there from Sanchez. Calumet on a little run here, 21-13. Sanchez, another great serve, great dig though by Sang. And set up, Sanchez keeps it alive on the kill attempt there from Skuletich, and that is going to be net interference on St. Xavier. A mistake there from Steckler. He reached over the net, and it's going to be the point to the Crimson Wave, 21-14. A big run here for Calumet, try to keep them in this second set. Sanchez trying to pick out the same spot that he did on the previous ace, but just out of play. And St. Xavier 3 points away from finishing the second set and going up 2-0. Georgita with a rocket. Harrop Haywood off the top of the ceiling. Kept alive, and he'll hit it back over. Bring it over to the near side, and Skuletich. Was that deflected? No, it was not. Skuletich thinking that was deflected. It was not. And the point will go to the Crimson Wave. Harris comes back in for AG. Aiken's going to serve. Aiken with a nice serve. They're going to set up Skuletich right, just actually not on the line, just out. And Calumet's brought it back down to 6, keeping themselves in this game 1 point at a time. Aiken trying to bring his team to within 5. And he just comes up short on the serve. St. Xavier's 2 points away from finishing this second set off with another win. Bernardo Coombe, two points away from giving his team a commanding 2-0 lead. And he cannot get that one right, comes up short. At this point, it's St. Xavier with basically beating themselves. I mean, Calumet's made some great plays, but there's been so many mistakes in this game by the Cougars. So many service errors. They're going to have to work on those heading into the postseason for sure. Bring it to the near side. Skuletich. That hit the side of his hand, and it's out of play. And the point goes the Crimson Wave's way. It's a 5-point set here. Calumet's got a long way to go, but they have made it reasonably close. Nevada to serve. Oh, it's blocked by Rayshawn Allen. What a play. 23-19 now. Calumet on a big run. Typically, volleyball isn't typically a game of runs like basketball is, but right now Calumet's on a big run. They were down by 10 points at one point in this set. Now they trail by 4. Nevada. All the way over, and a big, big answer there from Crocet. Oh, they're going to say it's out of play. They actually say it's out of play on the far side. So Calumet gets the point, and it's 23-20. David Nevada's done a good job so far. He's had a lot of pressure on him to get these serves right. So far he has. And he gets that one wrong to put St. Xavier on set point here in the second set. Both of these sets have been pretty close, but now Malachi Sang has a chance to finish things here, 24-20. That one goes out of play. And it's going to be the point to the Crimson Wave. What a setup, and Rayshawn Allen does the rest. Another great set on that play by Josh Lottie. He has made some good assists. And there's a service error by Rayshawn Allen to end the second set. 25-21. It was 25-22 in the first set, 25-21 in the second set, and St. Xavier's up 2-0 here in this match, with 1 set remaining for them to finish the job on Calumet this season and to complete the season sweep. We'll be back for the third set after this, 2-0. Cougars in the lead over the Crimson Wave.